Listen, man, I don't want to make fun of no man when he's down, especially with going to jail and prison, because it's not, it's not a nice place. I don't wish jail on. I'm not gonna be one of the people that say I don't wish jail on nobody because it's hell. Now, some niggas deserve to be there. It's some niggas that deserve to be up under the jail. I'm not gonna be one of the people that say that I don't. And I ain't gonna act like I'm just completely innocent in my life because I done did something too. But there's some dudes that deserve to be off in there, so I'm not gonna say that. But I don't wish that on, on most people. I say that on most brothers. Some brothers, make mistakes or misguided, or they sometimes taking a risk or slip or incident can cost you years or cost you your whole life. So everybody in there is not a bad person. Everybody ain't evil. Everybody ain't But just to watch this is I'll let y'all watch. Now, I'm sure it's a lot of y'all who know, but for those who don't know, that's FBG Butta. FBG Butta, FBG Duck, they young kids from Chicago, or they was young kids from Chicago when the whole drill music scene first erupted. You had some of the people came out of there, became successful music artists, and unfortunately, a lot of their friends and family died along the way because along with the drill music, it started turf wars and ops and spinning the block and standing up. It started a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, a lot of them brothers is gone. A lot of them kids is gone. And a lot was at an early age. You know what I'm saying? It ignited a whole war in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Chicago was always Chicago. I'll just say it kind of elevated it. But just seeing this young man in the jail cell, I mean, not the jail cell, but in there crying like that, and I think he said his hand was hurt or his hand was broke. I don't know if it was broke or not. But just to see him bawling his eyes like that, like that's not a moment to laugh at anybody. But I give a warning though. Listen, man. Jail ain't for everybody. It's not for a lot of people. Jail really not for a human. A human being should not be locked in a cage. You know what I'm saying? Just a normal human being. I'll say that because some of them niggas belong there, like I said. It's not a sweet place. And if what I'm hearing, he got arrested with some switches, it's like his third time or whatever. I think he might have told on somebody the last time. I don't know how he got out. I don't know all the story. I'm not here to condemn him on whatever that is. But he might be looking at a good 25 years. He might be looking at the rest of his life. I mean, it ain't no telling what he looking at. But jail not a nice place. And I see a lot of young folk like they in a hurry to go. They either in a hurry to die or they in a hurry to earn them stripes and go to jail. Just this carefree attitude, like I don't give a damn. I don't care about nothing, like that recklessness and that wildness. Most of it is a facade. Like a lot of them cats is scary. A lot of those kids are scared. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Sometimes you grow up and you think it ain't nothing else out there for you. This who you are. You know what I'm saying? Or this who the world see me as, and you fully commit to it. And then when you get locked up down there and you by yourself and your friends not there with you, or people not answering calls, or you indigent, you ain't got no money on your books, you can't get no money on your books, or you fighting every day and people doing stuff to you. Like, listen, I made a video a few weeks ago, where they had the dude talking about the dude give you a knife and say fight for your ass or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I did the video, I was kind of joking in it, but just the reality of it is a lot of them people, it ain't even that situation. A lot of people willing to give it up. A lot of them really willing to give it up, so they don't have to just take it from somebody. I'm not saying that it ain't bandits down there to take it from you, but it's a lot of dudes that go down there and they conform, and they either conform whether they already halfway got tendencies like that, or they do it for protection. You in a situation where there's a lot of predators. You surrounded by predators. You thought you was a predator in the street because you and yours was bigger and badder than some of the other people in your vicinity. Now you're in a place where there's a whole bunch of big bad people. And what do predators do? They prey on other people. So there's predators that's gonna prey on the predators. If you thought you was one, you gonna meet some real ones. You might be in there getting your face punched in every other day. You know what I'm saying? You might get poked up, stabbed. I ain't talking about somebody taking your boot. You might just get stabbed just for being who you are. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a part of something. Now, maybe you can be lucky and you can go in and you can slide in up under. It's a lot of people from my hood here, or a lot of people from my city, or if you choosing the gang bang or whatever, maybe you can slide in a little bit and have a little protection for that reason. But then again, those same people might be sending you on missions to hit and hurt other people, and they might be adding more time to you, or they might be putting you in a position where position or situation where somebody want to hurt you real bad. You know what I'm saying? Or whether you end up in isolation for a long period of time. It's not nice. It's not sweet. You away from your family. People die. You come out, grandma been gone for some years now. Mama might be gone. Daddy might be. Your brother might have got smoked on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Or your sister. Your old lady done had 3-4 kids for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Or the girl that you thought you was in love with. You in here, you can't even touch a woman. You just sitting on ice for years. It's not sweet. It's not sweet. That brother got a reason to cry. Now, I'm sure he don't want the mother cats in there knowing he was crying like that, but that brother got a reason to cry. You finna be down bad for a minute. For a while, you gotta rewrap your mind and readjust your mind to just, hey, I'm finna be sitting in here with a bunch of dudes, a bunch of funky dudes, a bunch of stanky feet, musty butt niggas. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about everybody. I'm just saying the N-word because I can't get that out of my system yet. I'm trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to elevate. But I'm just saying, like, you down there around a bunch of musty butt niggas, plotting, planning to steal, lying, telling stories, setting people up, writing kites to the CEOs and telling on people. You know what I'm saying? While you in there. Plotting to stab people, plotting to catch people in somewhere wrong and beat them. Like, it's just, you're not in a good place. You could die any day off in there. You could get brutally hurt any day. And then if you get sick, they don't have the same medical capacities. And they don't care about you the same. You know what I'm saying? You in there let you get a real ailment. You in there suffering. You're in a place of suffering for years. But while you was on the streets and you really had freedom and you was just really mad at the world, or you was mad because somebody said something, or because somebody did something, or you hungry and you just ain't got what you want right now, somebody else shining, and you making these quick decisions, you got to think about that. Because they got a place for you niggas. They got a place for you niggas, man. They got a place for y'all. Understand that. Wrap your mind around that. Wrap your mind around that. I don't see how y'all know all these stories about all these legendary hood dudes and don't think about how it usually ends. They either go to jail for a long time or they die. Or a lot of them be stuck in a situation where they were on probation or parole and they paying fees forever. They can't do certain stuff. They can't live in certain areas. They can't get certain jobs. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all young brothers to think about that. I remember I called a case a long time ago. I was a young man, and I remember my daddy told me that. That's one of the things he told me. He say, man, you know them OGs you look up to. He was like, it's a reason they be stuck in the neighborhoods they be stuck in. Because you got all them jackets on your back. It's some places you just can't go. It's some things that you just can't do. And you ain't got no choice but to live off these women or this woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stay free in this world. You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't got no choice to still kind of dibble dabble into that criminal world, and then you got to watch your back, worried about the police or worried about who want to come hurt you because you got some money, or you done smashed this old lady, or just whatever. Like, it's a lot that come with that. When you could really just be straight laced, work this job, and be a provider for your family, and somebody people can look up to and come to when they need help. Now I know, you know, when you out there in the streets, if you winning and you getting it, you can be a help too. But you always right there to where the feds either finna come knocking, or the laws finna come knocking, or the ops finna come knocking, or one of your homeboys is jealous of you and they gonna get you. It's a lot to think about, young brothers. It's a lot to think about. I know I laugh and I joke on this channel, and sometimes I post stuff about sci-fi and comic book stuff like that, but say, man, I done seen the best of both worlds and the worst of both worlds. You hear me? Junior.